Branden Bodendorfer here, founder and creator of the Key2Success Planning System. And today we're going to dive into our quarterly review pages. These are pages that are really going to help you sketch out your success, determine what your quarterly milestones are, and put together the timeline that's going to help you drive in your focus each and every quarter. So stay with me as we learn about how to maximize our planning each and every quarter. When building this section of the planner, it was important for me to think of a couple different things. One, I wanted to reflect on our annual goals each and every quarter, understand what our development areas were, and also know that in each quarter we have an opportunity to move the needle forward on our vision. And that's what these pages are going to do for you. Starting off with this page, we see on top is the success sketch. As you've seen throughout many of the different planning pages that we offer, this portion of the planner gives you that free space to help define. Now, a lot of times when I'm looking at the planner, I will go back to the annual planning pages and the different pages that I have on my system, and I'll say to myself, what do I want to try to accomplish this quarter? We have our vision board that kind of helps us outline some of those things. This is the opportunity where you kind of really dial in one notch further and say, this is where I'm going to find success in this quarter. Throughout all of our goal planning and every time we establish a goal, I want you guys to know the importance of having some type of inner drive, motivation that is going to get you to move forward, and we're going to indicate that here in this section of these pages. As we move down on the planner, the next area that we want to focus on is 3 new container groups. I haven't had an opportunity to share this information with you guys yet. And if you guys don't already follow me on YouTube, now's the time, hit the subscribe button and jump onto our website, brandenbodendorfer.com. Check out any of our other platforms. If it be LinkedIn, Facebook, we have a Facebook group as well, even Instagram. Their opportunities are there for you to just kind of follow us. We pump out tons of content that meets all different facets about the planning system, and it's a great space for you to learn a bit more. But this is one area that I haven't had a chance to really talk on, and it's an area that I think a lot of you guys are really going to enjoy. We developed 3 containers, and we labeled them focus, forward, and routine. Now, for many of you, this is really just simply a process that we're linking together. And each one of these containers doesn't necessarily have a timeline or time restriction on them. This could be something that happens over a matter of days, over a matter of weeks, or throughout the quarter. But essentially speaking, what I want each and every person to realize is the focus is that moment in time. It's those list of objectives that you have to do to kind of get the ball moving. Understand your processes, your challenges, the hurdles that are in front of you, and just indicate those and understand how you master them so you can move forward. Moving forward is getting in and digging in and doing the work. Where are the milestones for success? What is the opportunity for just kind of moving that ball and getting things down the road? Doing that here and understanding some of those objectives and understanding those milestones is going to help you move into the routine. A routine, I think, is so important. We talk about it throughout the entire planner. When you start to establish routine that aligns with your goals, you're going to see your vision come to light. And the sooner you can get to this section of the planner in each and every single month, you're going to find that your goals are moving in line with your vision. Now, throughout every single quarter, throughout every single day, there is always key things that we want each and every person to understand. And it's very important to indicate those on this page because it's going to kind of help you align where your direction is. And that's influencers. These are the people that are going to help you make the difference. It might be a partner, it might be a vendor, it might be an employee, it might be a neighbor, it might be somebody in your community, but they're influencers. There's people that are going to help impact your goals. Connections are key contributors to your plan. Now, there might be a little bit of gray area between what is the difference between an influencer and a contributor. And the best way I can explain that for you is an influencer is going to be someone that helps motivate the opportunity, the goal. A contributor is someone that's going to help you dig in and get the work done. So, good way to help separate those two. Absolutes and next level. When I say absolutes, this is like the pass or fail grade. This is like between F and D. You have to do these things to be successful to move the needle forward. The next level is that extra credit, the things that are going to give you A+ work and move you along. So I always say to people, set the bar, understand what your absolutes are, and then shoot to raise above the bar to really see yourself move forward. Because if you hit the bar too high from the beginning and you fall short of it, puts a lot of challenges on your own motivation for doing what's in front of you. All right, moving on to the second page, you guys are going to see something that I am really excited about. The first day I developed this and I put this in my own planner, it just kind of really brought a lot of clarity on all the things that were in front of me. This is the 12-week timeline. And if you're someone that knows math and understands it, you're probably saying, well, 12 weeks, Branden, there's 13 weeks in a quarter. What's the difference? Well, for me, that's where the clarity came. It came to me in the fact that, hey, I need to take a break, a resting point somewhere in the quarter and kind of understand what's all on my plate and what things I want to strive for next and what my goals are and where I'm going to find success. And then I want to spark a fire and punch through them. And that's where 12 weeks begins. So what we did here is we said, okay, we're going to outline our objectives. We're going to say we're going to do these things and we're going to do them in this fashion. So across the top, this might be some type of pipeline. This might be some type of linear plan for you. This might be a project that has multiple elements that all might start at different times and have different phases. You can indicate that right here, and it's so awesome to see because it's going to really help you understand what your objectives are. And more importantly, if you review your ideal week, you're going to see where you have opportunities to make those investments in this timeline. And that's where the clarity came for me, because I was able to look at my ideal week, look at my 12-week timeline, align the different objectives that were in front of me and say, well, Branden, this is where I'm going to put in the time each and every week to punch through these objectives. This is how the objectives are going to line out over the 12-week span and help drive home my success. It's right here. This is huge. And if you use it rightly, you're going to find a lot of success. Moving down the page, the next thing I want to show each of you guys is the key spaces. These are areas and spaces where you can kind of help understand and outline your annual keys, your growth, your reach, personal development. It's a free space for you to indicate some of those important attributes and be able to indicate some of the action steps that go along with them. And then we have a notes section. This section here is just to kind of help you just embrace the whole page and outline and connect some of the dots between your influencers, your connections, the timeline, your goals, your ambitions. You write those notes right here. And that's where we jump into the next 2 pages. The quarterly keys is a 4-page spread, and the last 2 pages are really about helping you understand and reflect on where you are in the process, being able to take notes and journal out your ideas, help you establish where your successes were, where your struggles were, where you can see yourself headed down the road, and just give you a solid place of reflection. I tell people the first page spread starts at the beginning of the quarter, and these last 2 pages carry you through the 12 weeks and get you to the end of the quarter. And a lot of the times you're going to find yourself looking at this page spread as you plan your next 12 weeks. In that 1 week of downtime where you're just kind of bringing everything together, this is where you're going to find that linking connections. So let's look into it a little bit closer. Again, this free space is just really a place for you to track progress, a place for you to doodle, to make notes. This might even be somewhere where you write some information down now and you reflect on it a year from now and reflect back on your projects and your different progress that you made on some of the things that you had in front of you. As we move over to the last page spread, you're going to see accomplishments and unfinished business. If you guys have been a member of the Key2Success planning team for a long time, you've been seeing this each and every week. You guys have been doing this each and every week. But we felt it was so important to indicate that at a quarterly level because these are the next level things. These are the big things, the big accomplishments that really kind of help shape your quarter. And the unfinished business is the things that are going to move into the next quarter that you're going to continue to roll forward and work on. Challenges, we all face hurdles, and it's really good to indicate what those hurdles are because what that's going to give you is some clarity and some opportunities to see if there is other contributors or influencers out there that might be able to help you shape that challenge into an opportunity. Key success. Key successes are the things that are going to make an impact on your vision. What's the difference between that and an accomplishment? Accomplishments are the key events that took place over the last 12 weeks in a quarter to really help you drive home success. But these key results are the things that are going to impact the next 12 weeks and beyond. For example, in this case, I indicated that I established an online website. Well, that was my accomplishment. But the key result is we saw a 10% lift week over week in sales. That's something that's going to drive us forward. As we move through the last section of the quarterly planner review, come across closed doors. You guys have heard me talk about closed doors in the past. These are the areas that sometimes we just face the challenge and we can't move past it. Instead of getting stuck on it, I'm asking you to close the door on it. It doesn't necessarily mean forget about it and leave it behind you, but it could simply mean put it on a shelf or just simply passing on that opportunity for the moment so you can focus on the things that are more rich in front of you. For example, for me, a few years ago, the technology wasn't there for this stylus, this Apple Pencil. If you have the Surface, you know what I'm talking about just as well. This device that we're seeing today where we can handwrite notations didn't exist 5 years ago when I started doing this planner, and that was something I really struggled with. But I knew at the time the technology wasn't there, and for me to continue to spin my wheels on it and put it out there and not have a product that would be the best for each and every one of you, I simply closed the door on it. The technology improved and came around, and in the last 3 years we've been able to celebrate together with the Key to Success planning system. So closed doors does not mean terminate the project, but it's indicating the things that you just have struggled with that you maybe should just kind of shelf for a while as you continue to focus on the things that are more rich in front of you. The last section of the review is the progress report. This is where you just take a moment in time, reflect on the entire quarter, those 12 weeks, and ask yourself, where could I have improved? Where did I excel at? And how do I look at the next quarter, and how do I make the most out of the next 12 weeks? This is really the transitional point between the current quarter and the quarter that you're about to embark on. So guys, as you look at these pages as part of the planning system, this is another key element to your success. By following the rituals that we have here and making this a part of your routine, you are going to see success like so many others. If you like what we're doing, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Like this video because it's so important to get the word out to others. I want to see everyone in this community be successful. And if you have friends and neighbors, best way to educate them is to hit this like button and invite them to follow us. I'm Branden Bodendorfer, founder and creator of the Key2Success planning system, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future on the next video.